Hey, I'm going to help you get one step closer to figuring out what your niche is. But before I do that, I have to define what is a niche. A niche is simply when your expertise meets a market demand. If you are an expert and the market wants it, then it makes the perfect niche which allows you to capture that market demand, solve a problem for many people, and of course make money in the process. In this video, I am going to talk about expertise because I often see coaches abandon years of experience and try to coach in a space where they have bookish knowledge or just a certificate, something that is not enough, right, to coach on. And why do I say that? Because the way that you define an expert, who is an expert? Not someone who went through a course, not someone who read a book, not someone who went through a program. It's someone who used bookish knowledge and then went into that space, spent a lot of time, tinkered, failed, experimented, finally found the formula for success. That is a person who has acquired expertise. Now, if you have all your life been doing one thing and you're considering about coaching in a completely different space, I don't recommend it. It's equivalent to planting a tree, strengthening the roots, watering it every day so that the trunk grows, the leaves grow, and finally abandoning it when it's about to bear fruit. Because if you're starting to coach in a space that you have recently acquired knowledge in, it's like planting a seed. It will still take that amount of time to grow, to bear fruit. If you're willing to wait it out, sure. But if you are a coach who wants to hit it big, quickly, then leverage your past. There are 5 necessary criteria before you can call something your expertise. 1, experience. That means you have not just had bookish knowledge, but you've been doing this day in and day out, hands-on knowledge on actually doing this, either for yourself or for clients or for a company or wherever else, right? As long as you've been doing this over and over again, then you can call yourself an expert. What is important also is that you have acquired specific knowledge. What is specific knowledge? It's not bookish knowledge. Bookish knowledge plus experience where you have tinkered, failed, all of that causes specific knowledge where you now are sure that what will it take to actually succeed in this space. So specific knowledge is something that you can only acquire really by getting into the space and getting your hands dirty. 3, have you been paid for this expertise in the past? If you have not been paid, then don't dive into this at this point in time, because what does having paid mean? That people, one, consider you an expert. They think that they can, this is a problem big enough for them to pay and get solved. And all of this is important for what? 1, to prove you have an expertise. 2, that there is a market demand, right? So these are the 2 concepts of a niche. So if you're being paid for it before, then it means there is market demand and that you are being considered as an expert. 4, you have solid credentials, like let's say you got awards or clients or this much sale achieved, or let's say these many people have lost weight because of you. If you have got these kind of credentials, don't abandon it and start some. Leverage those credentials to build the next phase of coaching in your life. And finally, most important, you need to have a formula for success, because people love formulas. Why? Because someone else worked all their life, did all the wrong things, and then finally came up with a formula to help people succeed in a shorter time frame. Now, why wouldn't they love something like that? And people pay for formulas, mind you, right? They want formulas for success. That's what they really crave for. So if you have a formula for succeeding in your space, then leverage that. One thing to remember though, formulas are not gained from books, courses and programs. Formulas are gained only by own experience. That means bookish knowledge plus experience equal to specific knowledge. That is what really people are paying for. If you spend all your life in an industry, in a certain space, if you have deep understanding of something, then that's probably what you should be picking to coach people in. Now that we know what constitutes expertise, I want you to write down your expertise. I want you to write down your credentials as a comment. And what is your formula for success? The formula could be something for weight loss. The formula could be how to get into Harvard. The formula could be how to make 1 lakh in 3 months. The formula could be how to build a multi-crore D2C brand. Whatever you think the formula really is, that's what people really want. They want formulas. What formula have you discovered in life? That's what you should probably be focusing your niche on.